This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Vybz Kartel does his first American interview with, it has to be with Cypher Sounds, okay, because he's one of the, the more commercial DJs that did dance hall in New York City. I know there's many of them, but I remember, man, am I wrong? Late at night, Cypher would take, Cypher got me into a lot of different artists from playing different. He got me into Vybz Kartel. I'm not I wasn't the biggest Vybz Kartel fan ever, but I was aware of him and checked out a lot of his music because of Cypher Sounds. And I think Cypher Sounds put out Sage or somebody put it out. You could go to Gun Hill Road, Fordham Road, and get a lot of his mixtapes there, or a lot of dancehall tapes from different DJs. But anyways, he said, they asked him what he first did when he got home. He said, I had sex. What do you think, man? Like, come on. He probably had sex and had KFC, because KFC's in Jamaica is like the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life. But moving on, Joe Budden got his gold plaque, and LL Cool J defends it because he says, people were trying to clown him for it, but it's still an accomplishment. He sold 500,000 units to Pump It Up. I'm shocked that it didn't go gold back in the day, because that song was forced down your throat back in the day. I don't understand how it wasn't already gold or platinum. Jay-Z even jumped on it. The Game. So as you know, he's got Evelyn Lizzota's daughter pregnant. She's about 30 something. Evelyn Lizzota's about 50. Game's right in the middle, right? He dated the daughter, and they, but I was thinking, they're trying to cancel Game because she's younger, which doesn't matter, right? Because she's well of age, but it's because they feel like Game's ex got snaked by Evelyn Lizzotta and her daughter to hook her up with the Game. I was like, these reality show dramas are like insane and nasty. It's nasty out here. Like, come on, man. You guys are making this like it's real. It's not. These reality shows are fake. They're scripted. I've seen them. I was on 2 reality shows back in the day. They are so scripted. They tell you a situation that's not even existing. Hey, this is what happened, and now we're going to react to it. It's very on the spot. If you don't know that by now, may the Lord be with you. Pusha T says that the Clipse album is finished. They're waiting on one feature. Who would that feature? I could only imagine it'd be like a Jay-Z or somebody like that. It has to be Jay-Z, right? Because who else would they be waiting on? Maybe Rihanna? I don't know. It has to be someone huge. Let's see what this does, because the Clipse, even though I like the Clipse a lot, right? But another reason they kind of broke up is they weren't really selling. Like, their second album didn't really move that many units at the time. Their Clipse second album. Let's see. The Clipse second album. Is that the second album? I don't think it moved that much. I remember. Oh, no. Hell, yep. It didn't move that much. In 2002, they moved almost 1 million units. Just under, right? Which the Grindin' song was, took over. Then they waited 4 years and switched labels. They got off Arista. This is what probably messed them up. This is how your career can go down the tubes in 2 seconds. Label switches. And this is why labels aren't so good. They'll shift you around, right? So back here, I'll put this on the screen so you guys can look at what I'm looking at. I mean, it's just common knowledge here. But I've seen this happen to artists before, where you do a label switch and it's not the same vibe in the building. It's not the same vibe. Look, they were under Star Trek Arista, which is obviously Pharrell. And they had to deal with Arista. They sold a lot of units, right? Then they move over to Jive. Re-Up Jive. Re-Up is their label, I'm assuming, right? I have no idea what Re-Up is. But Star Trek Re-Up Jive. So they move over there. And they only sell 205,000 units. That's nothing. Think about it. It came out 18 years ago and still nothing. And then, bro, it was over. 62,000 units under Columbia. Look at another switch, Jive. It's probably within the same system, but you're still getting a whole new staff working your album. There's no... this is why Def Jam was so powerful in the 90s into the early 2000s, because you would stay there and the staff was the same. Once you start shaking everything, you had Leo Cohen running the ship for years with Russell and Kevin Liles, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was over there. And those three were the same. So you were good, you know? That's the problem with labels now. There's too much shifting around. It's just, you know, you sign to somebody and then they leave and then it's over, you know? When Shakir died at Def Jam, right? Was he at Def Jam? Yeah. He was pushing for a lot of artists. When he died, those artists fell to the side, you know, because nobody was pushing for him anymore. So you just get lost in the system. It's amazing what happens when the button's not pushed for you anymore. So anyways, I'm hoping that they have a fan base for this album. I would hope they drop independent, you know, so they have more control. But we'll see. I mean, it's the Clipse. You know, you're going to get a good album. Drake has dropped... How many songs has he dropped now since the Kendrick thing? 11 tracks. And only one is charted. What you're going to see here... This is a telling moment. Is Drake going to be able to... Is Drake... You can tell me yes all you want, but I've seen... I've been in the game long enough to see artists that have taken over actually fall from grace quickly, just because they lost a beef. I mean, look what you got to look at what happened with. Got to look at what kind of happened with 50 Cent. That's a good example. 50 Cent owned the game until he started getting blows to his G-Unit brand. Game. Who was it? Young Buck. Then the Kanye thing, you know, which wasn't that serious, but it was still a L. You know, yeah. Once you start taking L's, this is Dre's second L, right? And this one's big. This makes people think about you differently. Now, Drake's pretty persistent, so I think he could overcome this. You do have faith that someone could overcome this, because now he's an underdog. Now he's seen as an underdog. Is he going to be able to come out of it? We'll see. Aunt Glizzy, who was under Shy Glizzy, now he all he does is diss Shy Glizzy, right? Says, tell Keith Lee, show his location when he come back. Keith Lee's a food reviewer. He was doing food reviews in D.C. and said it's all drink driven. The restaurants are trash. He says, when he comes back, I'm going to review his life. Yo, that's funny. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you all. I hope you guys are having a great day today. And I'll check you guys in the next one. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Peace.
Jordan Tower.
New.